Namaste students. In our previous video, we have studied about different colligative properties and the relation between the colligative properties and the molecular mass of the solute. Now in this video, we'll learn that how we'll get a different molecular mass in actual and by using the colligative property with the help of a topic which is known as abnormal molecular mass. So today in this video, we'll learn about abnormal molecular mass and a factor which is known as Van't Hoff factor. So let's get started. Students, in our previous video, we have studied about different colligative properties and how we can able to calculate the molecular mass of the solute by using these colligative properties. First of all, let us recall those relationship between the molecular mass of the solute and the colligative properties. First colligative property which we have studied is the relative lowering of the vapor pressure, and with the help of the relative lowering of vapor pressure, how we can able to calculate the molecular mass of the solute, that is M2. Now M2 is the molecular mass of the solute, that is equals to W2 multiplied by M1 divided by W1 into P0 minus PS upon P0. So this term is known as relative lowering of the vapor pressure, and M2 is the molecular mass of the solute. So with the help of the relative lowering of the vapor pressure, we can able to calculate the molecular mass of the solute. Second, we have studied the osmotic pressure. Now with the help of the osmotic pressure, how we can able to calculate the molecular mass of the solute. Molecular mass of the solute is equals to W2 into RT divided by pi V, where pi is the osmotic pressure. So with the help of the osmotic pressure also, we can able to calculate the molecular mass of the solute. Third colligative property which we have already studied, that is the elevation of the boiling point, and with the help of the elevation of the boiling point, how we can able to calculate the molecular mass of the solute. The formula becomes 1000 into Kb into W2 divided by delta Tb into M1. 1000 multiplied by what? Because it is elevation of boiling point, so we'll use here molar elevation constant multiplied by W2 divided by, now divided by delta Tb into W1. Here W2 is the mass of the solute and W1 is the mass of the solvent. Fourth is depression of the freezing point, and with the help of the depression of the freezing point, we can calculate like 1000 multiplied by Kf into W2 divided by delta Tf into W1, where Kf is the molar depression constant and delta Tf is the depression of the freezing point. Now, these are the relationship between the colligative properties and the molecular mass of the solute. These properties are applicable for those solutes which are non-electrolyte in nature. Means we can able to calculate the molecular mass of the solute by using these colligative property when we have a non-electrolyte solute which do not undergo dissociation or association. Non-electrolyte solute which do not undergo dissociation or association. Means जब हम एक नॉन इलेक्ट्रोलाइट सोल्यूट को आपका सोल्यूशन में ऐड कर रहे हैं, सॉल्वेंट में ऐड कर रहे हैं, देन तो हम क्या यूज कर सकते हैं? These relationship. But when we have an aqueous solution of an electrolyte which undergoes dissociation or association, for example, if I am talking about KCl, now I know that KCl is a strong salt, KCl is a salt, and it undergo dissociation when I form the aqueous solution of KCl. So whenever I mix KCl with water, it forms K positive plus Cl negative. So it means one molecule of KCl gives two ions. One ion is of K positive and another ion is of K negative. Now, in colligative properties, from the starting, we are we are studying that the colligative properties are those property which depends upon the number of the solute and doesn't depend upon the nature of the solute. It means colligative properties सिर्फ और सिर्फ किस बात पे डिपेंड कर रहे हैं, number of solutes पे. Now suppose I'm mixing 1 mole of KCl in the solution. I'm making 1 molar KCl solution. It means 1 molar KCl solution means according to me Avogadro number of KCl molecules are there. यानी जो आपका KCl है, मैंने KCl कितना लिया है 1 mole. 1 mole means Avogadro number. So it means मैंने solution में क्या किया है, Avogadro number of molecules dissolve किए. But 1 molecule of KCl gives 2 ions. It means Avogadro number of molecule gives 2 into Avogadro number of the ions, as a result of which number of particles in the solution increases, and if the number of particles in the solution increases, then there is a difference in the colligative property which is present there and which I am calculated by using these properties. नंबर के चेंज होने की वजह से क्या होगा, जो प्रॉपर्टी हम लोग यहाँ से कैलकुलेट कर रहे हैं एंड जो प्रॉपर्टी उसकी एक्चुअल वैल्यू दे रही है, उन दोनों में क्या आ जाएगा, डिफरेंस. एज अ रिजल्ट ऑफ विच द मॉलिक्यूलर मास इज डिफरेंट व्हेन वी कैलकुलेटेड बाय यूजिंग कॉलिगेटिव प्रॉपर्टीज और व्हेन वी calculated experimentally. So there is a difference in the molecular mass. Now if I talk about CH3COH, if we talk about CH3COH, we already studied that in CH3COH, due to hydrogen bonding, there is association between the molecules. जो आपके CH3COH होता है, उसमें हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग की वजह से क्या होता है, एसोसिएशन होता है किसमें, मॉलिक्यूल्स में. इट मींस CH3COH अगर हम सोल्यूशन में इसको मिक्स करेंगे तो ये किस फॉर्म में प्रेजेंट रहेगा, लाइक CH3COOH. Similarly here it form hydrogen bonding like this and OC double bond O. Here also it form hydrogen bonding CH3. Clear? So here due to hydrogen bonding, two acetic acid molecule comes together to form a molecule. Clear? हमने तो क्या किया है, हमने ऐड किया है only one CH3COH. So we'll calculate the molecular mass on the basis of one molecule of CH3COH. But due to its associative property, इसकी associative property है, so two molecules combines to form a single molecule. It means जो molecular mass यहाँ पे आएगा, वो molecular mass इसके basis पे नहीं, किसके basis पे आएगा, on the basis of this. As a result of which, the molecular mass calculated by using these formulas and the molecular mass which we get, actually there is a difference between these two. So यहाँ पे आपका क्या है, whenever we add an electrolyte solution, whenever we add an electrolyte solute in a solvent to form a solution, then there is a difference in the molecular mass of the calculated value and the real value. So whenever the molecular mass of the substance studied by any of the colligative property comes out to be different than the theoretically expected value, then the substance is said to have abnormal molecular mass. So here we comes to our topic, that is abnormal molecular mass. So what is abnormal molecular mass? Whenever the molecular mass of the substance calculated by any of the colligative properties comes out to be different than the theoretically expected value, then the substance is said to have abnormal molecular mass. तो जब हम calculate कर रहे हैं by using colligative property और एक्चुअल में जो उसका मॉलिक्यूलर मास आ रहा है, अगर उन दोनों में हमारा क्या है, डिफरेंस है, तो हम वहां पे क्या कहेंगे कि सब्सटेंस क्या शो कर रहा है, एबनॉर्मल मॉलिक्यूलर मास की प्रॉपर्टी शो कर रहा है. द वर्ड इज एबनॉर्मल मॉलिक्यूलर मास, मीन द मॉलिक्यूलर मास विच इज नॉट नॉर्मल. विच इज नॉट नॉर्मल मीन्स जो हमें कैलकुलेट करके मिल रहा है, यानी जो हमारे अकॉर्डिंग होना चाहिए था, दैट इज अकॉर्डिंग टू अस नॉर्मल. क्लियर? वी आर ह्यूमन बीइंग, सो हमारे अकॉर्डिंग जो होना चाहिए हम उसे नॉर्मल कहते हैं. एंड इफ इट इज नॉट अकॉर्डिंग टू अस, सो इट इज अबनॉर्मल लाइक दिस. ठीक है? सो आपकी कॉलिगेटिव प्रॉपर्टीज है, कॉलिगेटिव प्रॉपर्टीज के अकॉर्डिंग अगर हमें मॉलिक्यूलर मास मिल रहा है, दैट इज अ नॉर्मल मॉलिक्यूलर मास. एंड इफ इट इज नॉट अकॉर्डिंग टू द कॉलिगेटिव प्रॉपर्टी, नॉट ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द कॉलिगेटिव प्रॉपर्टी, देन इट इज abnormal molecular mass. So abnormal molecular mass हमें कब मिलेगा? We have different condition when we get the abnormal molecular mass situation. And what are those conditions? Those conditions are, first of all, when the solution is non-ideal. When the solution is non-ideal. When we have a solution and that solution behave as a non-ideal solution, then we get the abnormal molecular mass of the solute. Second, when solute undergoes association in the solution. And third, when solute undergoes dissociation in the solution. Clear? So these are three conditions where we get the abnormal molecular mass situation. And what are these conditions? First of all, if the solution is non-ideal. Second, if the solute which we are adding in the solvent, it undergoes association in the solution like CH3COH, because CH3COH, its molecular mass is I think 60 gram, because here it is 24 plus 32 plus 4, so it becomes 60. So it means when we calculate by using colligative property, the molecular mass which we get is nearly 60 gram, but actually the molecular mass is just double of the 60 gram, that is 120 gram. So whenever a solute undergo association in the solution, then we get the situation of abnormal molecular mass, and whenever the solute undergoes dissociation in the solution, then also we get the condition of the abnormal molecular mass, like in case of KCl. So in these three conditions we get the situation of abnormal molecular mass. Now, how much the solute undergo association, or how much the solute undergo dissociation in the solution, this was discovered by Van 't in 1880 by introducing a factor which is known as I factor or Van 't factor. आपने जो सोल्यूट ऐड किया है सोल्यूशन में, वो सोल्यूट कितना एसोसिएशन शो कर रहा है और कितना डिसोसिएशन शो कर रहा है, वो हमें किसने बताया? वॉन 't ने इन 1880 बाय इंट्रोड्यूसिंग अ फैक्टर I, which is also known as Van 't factor. And what is Van 't factor? अगर हम Van 't factor कहेंगे तो Van 't factor क्या है हमारा? I equals to observed colligative property divided by calculated, it means normal colligative property. Observed colligative property divided by calculated colligative property. And if you remember, in each colligative property, we get the relationship between the colligative property and molecular mass is like both are inversely related to each other. Means by increasing the colligative property, molecular mass decreases, or by increasing the molecular mass, colligative property decreases. So there is an inverse relationship between the molecular mass and the colligative property. So I equals to observed colligative property divided by calculated colligative property. So if we convert this I for molecular mass, if we prepare a formula for molecular mass, then what we get? We get I equals to calculated molecular mass divided by observed molecular mass. Clear? So calculated means जो हमें formula से मिल रही है colligative property, that is our calculated colligative property, means normal colligative property, and observed means that is abnormal one. Calculated, normal, and observed means the abnormal. Suppose if I am talking about CH3COH, so calculated becomes 60 and observed becomes 120. So this is I factor. I factor is also known as Van 't Hoff factor because it was discovered by Van 't Hoff in 1880, and it gives the extent of the association or the extent of the dissociation in the solute, extent of association or extent of dissociation of the solute in the solution. Now, by इंट्रोड्यूसिंग आई फैक्टर, जो हमारी डिफरेंट कॉलिगेटिव प्रॉपर्टीज थी उनके फॉर्मूलेज को क्या किया गया, मॉडिफाई. सो नाउ वी विल स्टडी द मॉडिफाइड फॉर्मूलाज ऑफ डिफरेंट कॉलिगेटिव प्रॉपर्टीज. What we will study now? We will study the modified formulas of colligative property. First of all, relative lowering of vapor pressure, P naught minus Ps upon P naught is equals to mole fraction of the solute. This is the normal one. ठीक है, ये हमारा normal formula था. But after introduction of the I factor, the formula becomes P naught minus Ps upon P naught is equals to I into X. So by multiplying Van 't Hoff factor with the mole fraction of the solute, we get the new version of the formula which gives the relative lowering of vapor pressure value when we are using an electrolyte solute in the solution. ये हम कब use करेंगे? When we have a non-electrolyte solute in the solution. But this formula we'll use when we have a we have an electrolyte solute in the solution. Next one is the osmotic pressure. Now osmotic pressure is pi V is equals to nRT. This is our original formula, and this formula is applicable for a non-electrolyte solute. But if we have an electrolyte solute, or if we have a non-ideal solution or a solute which undergo association or dissociation, then we have pi V equals to I nRT. Here I is the Van 't Hoff factor. Now third one is the elevation of the boiling point. Now the normal formula of the elevation of boiling point is delta TB equals to KB into M, where small m is the molality of the solution. But when we use the Van 't Hoff factor, then it becomes delta TB is equals to I KB into M. Now fourth one, that is depression of the freezing point. Delta TF is equals to KF into M, but our modified formula becomes delta TF is equals to I KF into M. So these are the formula which we are used for electrolyte solute, and this we are used for electrolyte solute. So by the introduction of Van 't Hoff factor in 1880, हमारे different जो formulas थे उनको modify किया गया, and उनको modify करके किसके लिए applicable बनाया गया? For electrolyte solutes also. Now we'll study that how we can able to calculate the extent of association or the extent of dissociation in a particular solution. अब हम ये find out करेंगे कि extent of association और extent of dissociation जो हम कह रहे हैं वो हम कैसे calculate कर सकते हैं. Means suppose I have KCl. So how much moles of KCl associated in that particular solution, वो हम कैसे calculate करेंगे वो हम यहाँ पे find out करेंगे. So first of all we will find the degree of dissociation. Now what do you mean by degree of dissociation? Degree of dissociation means the number of moles dissociated divided by the total number of moles taken. It means out of the total number of moles, how much moles are dissociated, that is degree of dissociation. आपने जितने moles लिए हैं उनमें से कितने moles आपके dissociate हुए हैं, ये जब मन निकलेगा, that is degree of dissociation. Degree of dissociation was represented by alpha. इसको हम किससे represent करते हैं? Alpha से represent करते हैं, and alpha is equals to number of moles number of moles dissociated, number of moles जो आपके क्या हुए हैं, dissociate हुए हैं, divided by total number of moles taken. Total number of moles taken. So number of moles associated divided by total number of moles taken. This is the degree of dissociation. Now suppose I have a solute A. Suppose I have a solute A and it dissociates in a number of molecules. Suppose I have a solute A and it dissociates in B, C, D and so on. Clear? And the number of moles आपके B के suppose N1 है, C के आपके क्या है N2 है, D के आपके क्या है N3 है. So N1 plus N2 plus N3 that is equals to N. This is our general, means हमारा suppose ये हो रहा है. Now let us consider an example. Clear? एक example हम ले रहे हैं and we are starting from 1 moles of the solute. हमने क्या स्टार्ट किया है, 1 मोल ऑफ द सॉल्यूट से स्टार्ट किया है एंड सपोज A gives B plus C plus D and so on. ठीक है, we are starting from 1 mole. ठीक है, when we started from 1 mole we get 0 moles of BCD. ठीक है, क्योंकि अभी रिएक्शन हमारी स्टार्ट नहीं हुई है तो वहां पे क्या होगा, आपका BCD के हमारे क्या होंगे, 0 मोल्स होंगे. नाउ सपोज आफ्टर इक्विलिब्रियम, ठीक है, आफ्टर इक्विलिब्रियम सपोज अल्फा मोल्स डिसोशिएट्स. ठीक है, हमारे अल्फा मोल्स क्या हो गए, डिसोशिएट. सो द नंबर ऑफ A मोल्स बिकम 1 माइनस अल्फा. हमने स्टार्ट किया था 1 से. सपोज वी हैव स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम 10. ठीक है, सपोज वी हैव स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम 10 एंड आफ्टर इक्विलिब्रियम जो 7 मॉलिक्यूल्स हैं आपके, 7 मोल्स आपके क्या हो चुके हैं, डिसोशिएट हो चुके हैं. सो हाउ मेनी अनडिसोशिएटेड मॉलिक्यूल्स वी गेट, 10 minus 7 दैट इज इक्वल्स टू 3. तो हेयर 7 की जगह हम क्या माइंड में रखेंगे, अल्फा. So alpha number of moles are dissociated. If alpha number of moles are dissociated, so the number of undissociated molecule becomes 1 minus alpha. And if alpha dissociate, तो ये भी क्या बनेंगे, alpha alpha बनेंगे. Suppose I have HCl. HCl gives H positive plus Cl negative. So if it dissociate alpha mole, अगर HCl के alpha moles dissociate होंगे तो H के भी कितने बनेंगे, alpha, और Cl negative के भी कितने बनेंगे, alpha. So we get 2 alpha. But here we don't know that how many moles are formed here. So उसको हमने क्या मान दिया है, उसको हमने माना है कि n number of moles बने and alpha number of moles are dissociated. So the number of moles becomes n alpha. Clear? ठीक है, जब हमारे 1 मॉलिक्यूल आपके 2 आयंस में डिसोशिएट हुए वी गेट 2 अल्फा. क्लियर? एंड हेयर 1 जो आपका मॉलिक्यूल है वो आपके n नंबर ऑफ आयंस में डिसोशिएट हो रहा है, सो वी गेट n अल्फा. सो द टोटल नंबर ऑफ मॉलिक्यूल्स, जो टोटल नंबर ऑफ मॉलिक्यूल्स हमें यहाँ पे मिलेंगे, टोटल नंबर ऑफ मॉलिक्यूल्स जो हमें मिलेंगे वो क्या मिलेंगे हमारे, 1 माइनस अल्फा प्लस n अल्फा. क्लियर? वी स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम 1 मोल. हमने कहाँ से स्टार्ट किया था, हमने स्टार्ट किया था फ्रॉम 1 मोल. इट मींस अकॉर्डिंग टू अस जो कॉलिगेटिव प्रॉपर्टी आएगी, दैट कॉलिगेटिव प्रॉपर्टी डिपेंड्स ऑन 1 नंबर ऑफ मोल्स, मींस 1 मोल. क्लियर? बट द कॉलिगेटिव प्रॉपर्टी डिपेंड्स ऑन 1 माइनस अल्फा प्लस n अल्फा नंबर ऑफ मोल्स ड्यू टू द डिसोशिएशन. सो नाउ इफ वी कैलकुलेट I. Clear? Now what is I? I हमारा क्या है? I is the observed colligative property divided by the calculated colligative property. Now observed colligative property depends on the actual number of moles and the calculated colligative property depends upon the depends upon the original mole. So हमारे observed colligative property किस पे depend कर रही है, actual number of moles पे, and we have 1 minus alpha plus n alpha number of actual moles. So it becomes 1 minus alpha plus n alpha divided by 1. I hope it is clear to you that I equals to observed colligative property divided by calculated colligative property. Observed colligative property depends on the actual number of moles. and calculated colligative property depends upon the taken moles. So taken हम लिए हमने कितने थे? We have taken 1 mole, but हो कितने गए due to dissociation? 1 minus alpha plus n alpha. So it becomes 1 minus alpha plus n alpha divided by 1. So we get here I minus, what we get? I minus 1 is equals to here alpha n minus 1. So alpha becomes I minus 1 divided by n minus 1. So by using this formula, that alpha equals to I minus 1 divided by n minus 1, we can able to calculate the degree of dissociation. Now suppose we have given the molecular mass. हमें molecular mass के basis पे क्या निकालना है? Degree of dissociation निकालना है. तो हम कैसे निकालेंगे? I equals to mc divided by mo. Clear? I equals to क्या है आपका? mc divided by mo, and I equals to 1 minus alpha plus n alpha. 1 minus alpha plus n alpha भी है. So अगर हम इसको यहाँ पे सॉल्व करेंगे, so आपका यहाँ पे क्या आ जाएगा? mc divided by mo minus 1 is equals to alpha n minus 1. Clear? So alpha becomes, जो alpha है यहाँ पे, ये alpha क्या हो जाएगा हमारा? mc minus mo divided by mo n minus 1. So in this way we can able to calculate the degree of dissociation by using this as well as by using this. So this is the degree of dissociation. In this way we can able to calculate the extent of dissociation. Now we'll study the degree of association. Now what we'll study? We'll study the degree of association. Just like degree of dissociation, degree of association is also represented by the term alpha. Degree of association. So degree of association is also represented by alpha, and the formula is also similar to that of the dissociation, that the number of moles associated divided by total number of moles taken. Clear? Now suppose we have n molecules of A. We have n molecules of A and it gives an. Clear? हमारे पास n molecules of A. I'm not talking about moles. I'm talking about molecules. So we have n molecules of A, and upon association it gives an. Now suppose we are starting with 1 mole. We have 1 mole of A. So we have 0 mole of An molecule. Clear? Now suppose alpha number of moles undergo association. If alpha number of moles undergo association, A becomes 1 minus alpha. जो A होगा, जो अभी associate नहीं हुआ है, वो कितना बचेगा? 1 minus alpha. And ये कितने बन जाएंगे हमारे? Alpha divided by n. In dissociation, we multiplied n into alpha, because in dissociation one molecule splits into 2 and other simple molecule. So वहाँ पे particles increase हो रहे हैं. That's why we multiplied n. But in dissociation, 1 molecule, 2 molecule combines to form a single molecule, or 3 molecule combines to form a single molecule. तो यहाँ पे number of particles हमारे क्या हो रहे हैं? Decrease हो रहे हैं. That's why we divide by n. So in association, divided by n, and in dissociation multiplied by n, because in dissociation particles increases and in association particles decreases. So total number of molecules, जो total number of molecules हमारे आएंगे, that becomes 1 minus alpha plus alpha divided by n. So initially we have taken 1 mole. सो कॉलिगेटिव प्रॉपर्टी हम उसके बेसिस पे कैलकुलेट करेंगे, बट द एक्चुअल नंबर ऑफ मोल्स विच आर प्रेजेंट इन दैट पर्टिकुलर सॉल्यूशन इज 1 माइनस अल्फा प्लस अल्फा डिवाइडेड बाय n. सो जो एक्चुअल वैल्यू आएगी वो वैल्यू इन मोल्स के बेसिस पे आएगी. सो देयर इज अ डिफरेंस बिटवीन द एक्चुअल वैल्यू एंड द कैलकुलेटेड वैल्यू, as a result of which the substance is said to show the abnormal molecular mass. So यहाँ पे हम क्या calculate करेंगे? I, that is the Van 't Hoff factor. Again Van 't Hoff factor becomes 1 minus alpha plus alpha divided by n divided by 1. Clear? 1 I equals to 1 minus alpha plus minus alpha plus alpha divided by n. नाउ ऑन सॉल्विंग दिस, जब हम इसको क्या करेंगे, सॉल्व करेंगे, तो हमें किसकी वैल्यू मिलेगी? अल्फा की वैल्यू. और जो अल्फा की वैल्यू हमें यहाँ पे मिलेगी दैट इज 1 माइनस आई. क्लियर? 1 माइनस आई डिवाइडेड बाय n अपॉन n माइनस 1. 1 minus I divided by n divided by n minus 1. Now how we get this value? हमें ये वैल्यू कैसे मिलेगी? I equals to 1 minus alpha प्लस अल्फा डिवाइडेड बाय n. हम इस पूरी क्वांटिटी को इधर ले आएंगे और i को कहाँ ले जाएंगे? यहाँ ले जाएंगे. सो इट बिकम्स, here it becomes minus, so it becomes plus alpha minus alpha divided by n is equals to 1 minus I. On taking alpha common, it becomes 1 minus 1 divided by n is equals to 1 minus I. Here it alpha, on taking the LCM, we get n minus 1 is equals to 1 minus I. When it goes there, by cross multiply, we get 1 minus I n divided by n minus 1. So by solving this, we can able to get the equation. हमें क्या मिल जाएगी? ये equation मिलेगी. Now we will derive the relation for molecular mass. हम क्या calculate करेंगे? Molecular mass से related फॉर्मूले को डिराइव करेंगे. नाउ वी नो दैट व्हाट इज I. I is the Van 't Hoff factor, that is equals to mc divided by mo, that is the calculated molecular mass divided by the observed molecular mass, and we get the value like mo minus mc divided by mo. We get the value of alpha here. Alpha equals to mo minus mc divided by mo multiplied by n divided by n minus 1. Clear? mo minus mc divided by mo multiplied by n divided by n minus 1. Now how we get this value? Here 1 minus alpha plus alpha divided by n equals to mc divided by mo. So हम क्या करेंगे यहाँ पे? 1 minus mc divided by mo means इसको हम यहाँ ले गए and ये क्वांटिटी यहाँ जाएगी. So it becomes alpha minus alpha divided by n. On taking LCM, we get mo minus mc divided by mo is equals to alpha 1 minus 1 divided by n. On taking LCM, we get n minus 1 divided by n, and alpha becomes mo minus mc divided by mo multiplied by n divided n minus 1. So with the help of the Van 't Hoff factor, we can able to calculate the degree of dissociation and the degree of association. So students, that's all for today. Do more and more numericals on the basis of the Van 't Hoff factor and the degree of dissociation and association. And if you have any problem while solving the numericals, please tell me in the comment section.